Cal, this news just broke last week. Mortgage applications hit a 27-year low. The data reveals a substantial nearly 3% decrease in overall mortgage applications compared to the previous week. In total, we have hit the lowest number since 1996. That's like the last time the Huskers were good. Kind of crazy, right? Now, additionally, we've also seen a decrease in purchase applications. It hit a 28-year low. The purchase index, which is specifically for home buyers, has fallen by 2% since the previous week. Now, this marks a 28-year-over-year low. This is incredible. We're seeing people totally sitting on the sidelines. So why is this happening? If you had to guess, most likely to be impact of interest rates, which would be correct, in my opinion. The impact of high mortgage rates are a key factor in affecting both buyers and sellers. While the average contract interest rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage dropped slightly last week, we are still seeing people sit on the sidelines because of the interest rate, and it remains a full percentage point higher than we were at this time last year. Now, are these elevated rates the only thing that's causing people to sit on the sidelines? I would say probably not. We're definitely seeing a massive reduction in inventory compared to last year, or even month over month, and that is having people kind of stay on the sidelines being patient. Now, what should we be doing in response to this kind of things is up to you, but in my professional opinion, the housing inventory is a challenge, and has contributed to the low number of applications submitted as well as purchase agreements being accepted. Now, what can we do to address these things? Well, a few things, so stick with me here. Seller reluctance, they don't want to forfeit or forego their low interest rate they got in the last few years when they were down around the 4, 3, and sometimes even 2 when they refinanced. However, what can you do if you do need a new home? You got to be patient, looking for that perfect home for your family or your next move and what you're doing. That is a big deal. Also, the amount of time your house sits in the market isn't extending by a bunch. We are seeing an increased inventory of new construction, but the previous existing home is still staying extremely competitive and moving within a few days up to maybe a couple of weeks at most. Is the sky falling? I would absolutely say no. Pricing remains extremely strong due to low inventory, and new construction inventory is going up slightly or sitting longer, which allows for a better selection for buyers. Now, how do we take advantage of this fully? Okay. Get in while everybody else is on the sideline. What do I mean by this? Well, because the interest rates are higher, yes, we know that. We cannot fix that. There are certain programs and products from different lending institutions that you can take advantage of and decrease that burden. But the amount of competition in the market right now is so much lower than general that we've seen in the last year or even 2-3 years. And that is a big bonus for you as a buyer. You can go out there, find your house. You might have to be patient for the right one, but once it comes up, you are at an advantage as a buyer to make a match with that seller who is also a little bit on the edge because they know the market's changing quite a bit. So you have time to negotiate. You're bringing things back into negotiations not never before. Also, you're not competing with a bunch of other people, so you don't see a number of other offers, even on really incredible homes that generally have 5, 6, 7 offers in years past, might have 1 or 2, or you might be the sole offer on that home, which allows you a lot of leverage and a lot of time to make decisions that are best for you in your situation. Also, if you're the seller, this is not a big deal in terms of understanding how to take advantage of this. Yes, there's lower amount of buyers in the market, but there's still plenty to eat up the inventory. Inventory is still significantly low, so your competition for your house in the market, you're not competing against other high quality products or high quality homes in the market in your neighborhood specifically that you might have been in years past with higher inventory. And now granted, our inventory has been significantly low over the years, especially in the last 3 to 4 years, but that still keeps prices high or stable, making sure you can maximize on the investment you made a few years or a number of years ago. So this is a perfect time coming into the fall and winter. If you have been thinking about it, keep your eyes out on the market if you are looking to make a move, because you can take massive advantage, because as soon as those interest rates drop 0.5% even, you're going to see a bunch of buyers flood in the market. That cause problems for buyers especially, and sellers are going to take a little bit longer to respond, but there'll be more inventory in the market. But buyer activity will increase massively just by even 0.5% decrease on the interest rate, which we are going to be seeing, I would say, spring to fall of next year. So keep this in mind when you're making decisions. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. I'd love to help you guys. I look forward to talking to you guys soon.